Okay, 43. Suppose that f of 5 equals 1, f prime of 5 is 6, g of 5 is negative 3, g prime of 5 is 2. Find the following. A. What this is asking for is the product between the two functions and take their derivative at 5. Okay, notice they all have 5, so that's good because that's what we need. If we want to find the derivative at 5, we need all these values at 5. Okay? So, watch how this works. If this is a product of two functions, then we need to use the product rule. And the product rule says this. Take the original f function at 5 and multiply it by the derivative of g at 5. Then we're going to add that to take the original g function at 5 and multiply that by the derivative of f at 5. That's the product rule. So if I have two functions here that are being multiplied, I'm going to use the product rule. And the product rule is simply take one, multiply it by the derivative of the other, then take the other and multiply it by the derivative of this one. And that's what I have right here at 5. Okay, well these are the ingredients that I need. So what is f of 5? F of 5 is 1 times, what is g prime of 5? It's 2. Add that to g of 5 is negative 3. Multiply that by f prime of 5 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. A negative 18 and a positive 2 make a negative 16. Okay? So now this is saying we want the derivative of this quotient. Okay? Where f is on top. Well, the quotient rule is vu prime minus uv prime all over v squared. So v is the denominator. So this is saying start with the denominator, g at 5, multiply that by f of 5, f prime at 5. Okay, then we're supposed to subtract, take my numerator, which is f of 5, and multiply that by the derivative of my denominator, which is g prime at 5. And divide that by g at 5, but squared. Okay, so we can just plug the numbers in. G of 5 is negative 3 times f of 5 is 1. Subtract, no, that's supposed to be f prime at 5, is 6. I missed that. I couldn't see that little prime right there. So f prime of 5 is 6. Subtract f of 5 is 1, and g prime at 5 is 2. And then we're going to put that all over g of 5, which is negative 3 squared, is 9. So we can simplify. Negative 18, negative 2 is negative 20 over 9. That's the derivative of the quotient of f over g. Now what if we were to switch roles? What if it's the quotient of g over f? Well, again, the quotient rule says start with your denominator. So this is f of 5. Multiply that by g prime at 5. Then we're going to subtract g at 5 times f prime at 5. And then we're going to put that all over f at 5. We're going to put that over f at 5 squared. So again, let's just plug in numbers now. F at 5 is 1. G prime at 5 is 2. Subtract g at 5 is negative 3. And f prime at 5 is 6. All over f at 5 squared is 1 squared is 1. So, okay, and then I have 2 plus 18 is 20.